Yeah, I think we first need to determine how he got the neck stiffness. Maybe just a bad night's sleep. I don't think it's or we can put it down to load. Shupman is a very fit guy. He looks after himself very well. So it was just unfortunate this morning that he woke up with a stiff neck, and that carried him into the day, which was crucial for us. Another sort of partnership with him batting around was going to be needed for us at the time, and just bad timing. Yeah, I think he did really well. I mean, Washi's been brilliant for us with the bat. Every time he got the opportunity, and what a nice sort of opportunity for him in this game to go at 3 and use him, while he is in good form at the moment and hit the ball well. I think also with that, it allows us certain options lower down in the order. I thought it was a brave call to make, but also a quality player that's playing good cricket at the moment. So why not give him that opportunity? Yeah, look, I mean, to be honest with you, we didn't expect the wicket to deteriorate so quickly. Looking at it a day before the game, even morning of the game, we all thought when we watched that first couple of hours that it was a good wicket. So it did deteriorate quite quickly, which was unexpected. But I think that's the beauty sometimes of playing in the subcontinent. You need to be able to adapt, and you need to be able to react to conditions quite quickly. And that's a sort of challenge that we're facing here at the moment. So in terms of surfaces, obviously we want to play to our strengths, and we've got. In saying that, we've got quality with seam and its spin, so we cover both bases. So for us, it's just a matter of what is in front of us and to play that as best as possible. Yeah, I had a good look at it. I think the conversation sort of leading up to the game, but there's going to be a good wicket and there's going to be hard work for us, and we sort of planned and focused more on how we were going to attack and target the South African batting lineup. So we sort of took the thought of the conditions out of the equation and said, okay, we will adapt on a day, play it by session. But we definitely thought it was going to be, a good wicket and sort of deteriorate as the test match go on, and played from there. You can say that. I mean, if you look at the nature of how the ball was behaving the entire day, there was a couple of sort of balls that just spun past the bat quite sharply. But I think Temba also showed again tonight that it is battable, and if you can rotate strike and you've got a solid game plan, you can sort of get through tough periods. I honestly thought this morning it was going to be a sort of surface where it was going to be in stages tough to score, but you'll get an over or 2 or 3, you can get a couple of runs. So it's just a matter of fighting through those little tough periods, not to give your wicket away. But I think every batter will have a different sort of game plan of how they want to play on the surface. I think it is up to the individual to work out what is his best way of scoring. Is it going to be attacking? Is it looking to tick the scoreboard over? Or is it looking to sweep? Or is it looking to just try and rotate strike? I think everybody's got their unique and different strengths. It's just up to the batter to work out which is going to be the best format for him to score. Like I said, it's going to be up to the individual, how they want to play that. I don't think there's a set format how you can look to just survive. I think you need to try and transfer a bit of pressure onto the bowler, look to strike, look to be busy at the crease. I think it's up to the individual what they feel comfortable with in terms of how they can score runs. Yeah, look, I mean, obviously we all agree we could have scored 50, 60 more there. Again, it is also, like we said earlier, there is a ball that will have your name on, and rotating strike is quite tricky. And unfortunately, Shupman going down in the second, third ball he faced, it's another new batter at the crease. So, I think the key for us is to form, partnerships and to protect that partnership, because it's tough for the new batter to start. But it's definitely not, alarming bells for us that we're going to go and, discuss about our batting. All these guys know how to score. All these guys know how to play in these conditions. It's just about forming that partnerships and protecting that a little bit for longer. No, I think that it's important that if we sit on the outside, it's sometimes a bit more calmer environment where we can throw out suggestions in terms of how we think we can squeeze a little bit more, how we can take wickets. So we end of the day, we're a team and we want to win together, we lose together, and we plan together. So if there's information that we can share, or we can get a feel of what those guys are experiencing in the middle, give us that feedback. That we all note down, and we plan. I think that is, how you win test matches. In terms of the different captaining styles, everybody got their way of how they want to approach and how they want to win a game. There's never a wrong or a right way. There's a learning way and a way that you can sit after the game and you can reflect on it and then look to get better. So, how they go about getting a win and how we going about getting hopefully a win is different, and that's how we learn in the game. Yeah, look, we'll take it test match, game by game, pick the best 11 that we feel can get the win for India. We're not going to look too far ahead. We're just going to focus now on playing this game as well as possible. Take the learnings from that. Arrive in Guwahati and see what we get there.